Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP SPORTSCAST. The 8th annual King Medas Panzea Adonis Classic Track and Field Road Race is set to run off on Thursday at the Lusignan ground. Stanford Howard files this report.
It has been 8 years since the launch of the first King Medas Panzea Classic Road Race, and this time around the event is bigger and better. Founder of the organization, Andy Medas, highlighted some of the issues he is facing leading up to the event.
Ministry of Education and the Arts Department would have sent out the memo to all 10 regions, but the communication between the schools and the RDO is where it is lacking. And even when the schools get the memo, the headmistress sometimes do not want to release the kids them. I could understand because it's something new, right? They don't really know much about it. So I'm hoping that this can actually highlight some of that to let them know that this competition is basically for the schools, and we're trying to find the talent that is undiscovered in Guyana, because there's a lot of talent, and get the kids them involved in activities, because as we will know about sport is the base.
Andy Medas said that the registration for the event was slated to be closed on Wednesday, but due to certain reasons, registration remains open.
Athletes are not used to registering, and the teachers and online. Now, how this process is set up, it's set up in order to create a database. Now, we don't have a database of our athletes and so on in Guyana. So this registration process is an international company that is doing it. Now, once they go online, they will open up an account. Once you put in your information, right, and then you click on the roster, and you can choose your event. Now, the thing about this program, this system how we set up is that once you put in that age, that is the only age group is going to be highlighted for you to click on. So now, when I have that database, come next year, let me say a child run under 12, and the child is 12-year-old. The child can't come back and say they're 12-year-old next year.
Yeah. Shaquille Medes, who balance academics and sports, explain how students can do both without hampering the other.
Successfully balance your books and athletics, you have to set schedules and time. When you set your schedule, after you finish school, straight to practice, home, relax, books. It wouldn't be something that, because you know for sure that you wouldn't be studying 24/7. You have periods where you take breaks, and between those same periods, you get active, you participate, you go out, and you have fun.
Andy Medes said that he thinks parents should allow their children to participate in this event.
This is the right event, because from the minute that the games are finished, the results will be posted online, and anybody worldwide can see, because once you go to meetregister.org, it's not only my meet. There are so many meets worldwide that is on it. And once you click on the results, right, you will see it there. That's why I was encouraging people to register online, because once you register online, they would have created a hit sheet with all the names.
The first field event will start from 9:30 a.m. at the Lusignan Community Center ground. Reporting for the HGP SPORTSCAST, I am Stanford Howard.
Bucks and Stars pitched to victory over Rhythm Squad, and Santos edged out Beacon FC on Tuesday night in the 3rd annual Limacall football tournament at the Ministry of Education ground, Carfesta Avenue. Stanford has the details.
In the second-to-last round-robin matches before the quarterfinals, the first match of the evening saw Bucks and Stars went up against Rhythm Squad. Kusi Paris made the breakthrough for Bucks and Stars just before the close of the first half in the 43rd minute, when the goalkeeper made a run out of his crease and the ball bounced over his head into the net. When the second half resumed, Beacon FC had many shots at goal but failed to register. It was Kenroy Green who put the final nail in the coffin in the 60th minute to give his side the 2-0 win. Kusi Paris commented about his team's performance.
The performance was good because first we were attacking, and then after we get a goal we start defending, but we start to lose it in the midfield, but we still get to hold up the ball a little bit, and I think it was a good game for me. Well, depends, because they play them over in the opposite side They're a lot bigger and we smaller, so we could get a run more faster than them and him.
In match 2, Santos defeated Beacon FC 2-1. The first goal was scored in the 40th minute by Delon David to give Santos the edge going into the second half. In the second half, Ronald Dover in the 63rd minute doubled Santos' lead. Nevertheless, Beacon FC fought back when Delon Alfred succeeded to get one past Santos' goalkeeper in the 79th minute. The final round-robin match is on Thursday, the 20th of September, with Pili FC going up against Mahika Determinators at 1800 hours, and GFC will take on Rhythm Squad at 20 hours. Reporting for the HGP SPORTSCAST, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. Ghana's senior national women's football team, the Lady Jaguars, have moved up 35 spaces on FIFA's Women's World Rankings, entering the top 100 bracket of countries around the world. Guyana is now ranked at 83 in the FIFA World Female Football Rankings. This movement results in the team being placed 8th among the CONCACAF member associations and 4th in the Caribbean Football Union following the relaunch of the program in 2017. This is the first step in a continuous effort to raise the bar of women's football. Head coach of the Lady Jaguars, Dr. Ivan Joseph, said this is a great first step to validate the work the Federation and the female athletes have put into the program. GFF Technical Director Ian Greenwood says the Federation is very confident in the abilities of Dr. Joseph and his experienced staff. The relaunch of the Lady Jags program required an innovative approach. The recent rankings show a very positive push in the right direction, but also highlights that we must be consistent in our women's development programs as we still have a long way to go on this journey. GFF President Wayne Ford said this is a fine example of what is possible when we believe in a mission that is beyond the might of one person.
We're very happy with the upward movement of our Lady Jags. This is clearly the result of the activity that they've been involved in competition-wise over the past couple of months. We are developing a plan with our partners, the International Support Group and the technical staff, including Coach Ivan Johnson, where we're going to ensure that the Lady Jags are as active as possible going into 2019 and beyond.
Ford said that the Federation will ensure the team is active so that they can push past the 50 mark.
The Academy Training Center has been a great tool in sharpening the girls that we have within our program right now. But as is the case with every national team, playing as often as possible against good quality opposition is what is going to push the team in terms of its own performance, learning and growing, but also it's going to push our rankings to where we want to be. And we have set our sight on Trinidad and Tobago, who has occupied a strong position in 50 plus, and I think that we can get there very quickly. We've proven that we can compete against Trinidad, and I'm sure that over the next couple of years we're going to be able to really register our command within the CFU and the CONCACAF region.
Since the relaunch of the women's program, the Lady Jaguars were engaged competitively in 2 tournaments, the CFU Women's Challenge Series and the CONCACAF Caribbean Women's Qualifiers. The team placed 3rd in the CFU Women's Challenge Series in March and tied 0-0 against Barbados in May 2018 in their final qualifier match of the latter tournament. Colwyn Abrams, HGP Sports. 20-year-old former FC Barnet keeper Kai Mackenzie Lyle has been signed to Liverpool Football Club, a major move in the young player's professional career. Mackenzie Lyle, who last represented Guyana in the CONCACAF Nations League match between Guyana and Barbados on September 6 in Guyana, signed to the Premier Club on September 13. Head coach of the senior national men's team, Michael Johnson, in extending congratulations to Mackenzie Lyle, said this should serve as motivation to other players to reach for greater heights, adding that it's an amazing achievement for the goalkeeper to be signing to one of the biggest clubs in world football at the age of 20. In an Instagram post announcing his signing, Kai expressed happiness, saying, "Happy to start my new challenge with Liverpool FC. Big thanks to 1010 Talent for getting it done." This signing of Mackenzie Lyle follows a trial he had with Liverpool FC in the summer, where he played as part of the under-20 squad in a friendly against the Hungarian club ETO Győr. The match was drawn 1-1. Kai made his professional debut for Guyana while 19 years old against Suriname in the Scotiabank Caribbean Men's Cup Championship. Calvin Abrams, HGP Sports. And finally, Sherman Lewis replaces Alzari Joseph for the Windies Test squad to India. Joseph suffered a stress fracture last November and has since been in intense programs to get him back to full strength. Since then, he has also played in an international home series against Bangladesh and the recently concluded Caribbean Premier League. Right arm fast bowler Sherman Lewis will replace Alzari Joseph in the 50-man squad for the Test Tour of India, which starts Thursday, October 4 in India. Lewis made his debut at the first-class level for the Windward Islands in March 2017 and made 30 wickets at an average of 21.66 in the 2017-2018 West Indies 4-Day Championship. He recently toured England as part of the Windies A squad, where they played against India A and the England Lions. And that is the end of our sportscast for today. Remember, if your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Goodbye.